Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry it took so long to get this video posted, but here today we have not one but two Ruthless Aggression SmackDown Tag Team titles. And now one is a version 1 and one has been made into a version 3. That's what I'm going to go through in this video, and mainly just to look at my new one, Releathered by Paul Martin. So let's get started. And here they are. So here we have the Figures Inc. version 1, 2003 made replica belt, and this one is the 2003 made replica belt as well, but it has been made into a version 3. Sure, you can see some slight differences straight away. I'm very honoured, first of all, to own two of these. I know they're very increasingly rare these days, especially genuine Figures Inc. ones. So I'll just start, I suppose, with the V1, which I have already covered before, so I won't really go too much into detail on this one, but to show you the difference, I'll open up both, and it'll make it clearer, the differences. As you can see, re-leathered, so we have proper leather backing on this one. Okay. So here's a look at both together. Now, straight up, I'm sure you can notice, apart from the nameplates being different, that the WWE logo is painted white on the one up the top, which is the version 3, and black down the bottom, which is the version 1. So when these belts debuted in 2002, they did actually begin with the black logo, the ones that Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit held to start off with, and of course Eddie Guerrero held the same one. As you can see, the strap here is better than my last one that this video was of. Same plates, but I actually got the original strap from the new belt that I bought, so that's pretty cool. So it's got a few little creases starting to come through, but overall it is much better than the last strap I had. WWE Champion logo stamping is part of the version 1. So these holes here on the original strap have a story. So the guy I bought this from, he actually had this belt up on display in a case for its entire life. First time the snaps were actually ever done up was when it got posted from him to Paul Martin. So as you can see, the plates themselves are just mint condition. Not sure if it's focused. There we go, that's better. Mint condition. As you can see on my original one, there is little bits of rust spots and all showing up, unfortunately, which I think is part of the deal, but since this one's been covered up its whole life, it's a little better off. Okay, so as I showed you the V1, the WWE Champion stamped across the outsides. The version 3 did have the shell style tooling, J-Mart style tooling with the same little design on the sides. Obviously a much better strap is the Paul Martin strap. Unbelievable work he does, my second strap from him. But yes, very good tooling, but that's also another V3. V2 had the same as well. V2 also had the white logos. The difference between the V2 and the V3 is 2x5, 2x5 for the female snaps on both sides of the V1 and V2 and V3. But V1 and 2 had the 5 on the male side. V3 has the 8 on the male side. Now this was debuted by Eminem on the episode of SmackDown where Kurt Angle faced Eminem in a 2-on-1 handicap match. That was the first episode of televised episode these belts appeared on. As you could see in late 05, early 06, even early 05, the Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio, for example, WrestleMania match, the titles were really well beaten at that stage, so it's good that they got a new set. Reason I wanted V3, it's different to most out there, but also Eminem, London and Kendrick, most of all, were my favourite tag team. So I'd love to have something that closely resembles that. And Eddie Guerrero did never hold the V3, unfortunately, but did hold the V2 with the white logo, so I think it's still suitable. I would love either like Paul London, Brian Kendrick, or Johnny Nitro, Joey Mercury nameplate for this eventually. So we'll get around to that, I'm sure. And then as you can see on the back, this one's the Figures Inc. 2003. So it's this plates wise, but the strap, as I showed before, is just beautifully covered up with some beautiful black leather backing. And of course the holes left for the nameplate. Seriously spectacular job by Paul Martin. And there we go, Paul Martin belts. This is the first one he'd done in a long time actually, so I actually think I've given him a template again for this exact replica. Again, very honoured to have two, and to find one in such good condition that had literally been on, like, framed from 2003 to 2020, that's pretty insane, and I think a very rare find. So when I bought that, I knew it was one that had to be re-leathered to my specifications, and Paul Martin delivered. Hope you like this video. Comparison, V1, V2, oh, V1, V3, sorry. But yeah, I'm very honoured to have both. Very awesome belts, still my favourite tag team design. As far as a replica goes though, that is brilliant as well. The penny tag. So I'm only needing the Raw Ruthless Aggression tag team title, which I didn't love too much at the time, but it would be good for the collection. But yeah, hope you like the newest edition. And yeah, I'll be posting another video soon, which will be on the World Heavyweight Championship I have. Again, hope you've enjoyed, guys, and any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to post below. Actually, as I always forget, I'll just quickly show you the mirror. Beautifully sits over the shoulder with the, as after it's been re-leathered. Still needs some breaking in, but works very well. As Daniel Bryan and Kane would say, I am the tag team champions. Yeah, very awesome belts. If you ever find one, I recommend picking one up because they are very cool replica belts. But I would also love WWE to re-release one in a thicker plates and stuff like that. That would be awesome too. But yeah, very awesome, and love that I have these both. So yeah, I repeated myself a lot at the end there, but overall just so much heritage, but so much history behind these belts for me growing up. So I feel very privileged to own one and two, which is very rare. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you next time.